What was she like as a person? Because she was probably the most famous, one of the biggest sex symbols in Hollywood film industry. Was she happy about that tag? Did she want to change it? Was she happy with the success?
You know, why we hit it off, and it was a Saturday afternoon, I can remember it. I went up to see her because he went deep sea fishing with Tony Accardo in Chicago. He used to do that. So I went up there, and she just ordered room service. I knocked on the door, and she said, Johnny, what are you doing here? I said, well, Mr. C told me to check in on you. He said, come on in. I just ordered room service. She had all these carts with food on them. I've never been in a hotel room. So she said, come in, sit down. I said, I can't. I have to go downstairs. No, come in. She takes me by the hand. She got a robe on. She says, have some breakfast. I said, I had breakfast a while ago. She said, have a glass of champagne. I said, I can't have champagne. I'm only 16. She said, you can have anything you want in this room. She gave me a glass of champagne. I'm saying to myself, I'm going to die here today. You know, I got a funny feeling. So I had one glass, two glasses. I'm getting umbriago because I don't drink, you know. So she takes me by the hand. She said, I'm going to take a bath. I said, I'll go downstairs. Just call the front desk. They all know me. Tell me you want the kid, and I'll come right up. No, come with me. She goes in the bathroom, takes me with her, turns on the bathtub water, and she sits at the vanity. She says, brush out my hair like you do in the salon. You know, after I shampoo, I did. It's okay, no problem. I'm doing that. Tub fills up. She goes up and shuts it. She says, get in the tub with me. I said, what? And she drops her robe. I'm looking at Marilyn Monroe. I'm saying to myself, this was a Saturday afternoon. To be a gentleman, I got in the tub Saturday afternoon. I left Monday morning. But what we found out that weekend, when she was 12, she was put in an orphanage.
Yeah.
So the parallels of me being 12, her being there, and basically she was so naive, and all she thought she could offer you as a repayment of anything was herself. And everybody, including Sinatra, Tony Curtis, they all took advantage of her. They all had their way with her. And I was so pissed at Sinatra one night. I said, I can't believe you were her friend. She told me, oh man, you okay? I said, don't say nothing else. Because he knew I was mad. She was looking for a friend. I was truly her friend. I could feel what she felt because I had that same thing. But, you know, I had to prove myself, but not like she did. And that's why Costello noticed that. And he put in this school, and the secret was, and he found out, that's how smart he was, reading her contract, she had to stay at a certain weight. So she started getting heavy to break the contract. But she was pregnant, and nobody knew it. The only person who knew it was Strasberg's daughter. I didn't even know it. I found out years later that I have a daughter with her who's now 63 years old. But I didn't find out till much later. But she went there, and Strasberg's daughter made everybody think it was her daughter. That's why nobody knew about it. And Costello took care of all this time, which was amazing. And he gave her and I a brownstone not too far from here. And I released my ownership to her, the daughter. And she's living happily ever after up in Westchester.
Marilyn Monroe was like one of the biggest stars of her time. But to hear that she wasn't happy with the position she was in or the way Hollywood was treating her.
And you know what was interesting? The last weekend, in fact, I'll give both of you a photograph nobody has. The last weekend in July in 1962, they're having a meeting up in Cal Neva, which they owned a part of. Cal Neva is a casino on the California-Nevada border. Yeah. And the reason they did this, they were smart. All of their other friends, the gangsters, can go there through the California side. Nobody knows there. This particular weekend, they planned, and Sam Giancana, the photograph I'm going to give you, he was the cameraman. He had the only camera. He had the cameras in her room, and they invited Bobby Kennedy to catch him with her one more time so he could stop harassing them all. Because the problem John made, he appointed his brother Attorney General which is the highest ranking law firm position in the world. And soon as he appointed him, he went after everybody. All the guys that made his brother president. Nobody realizes part of history. At that weekend, it was insane. He was only president for 75, 80 days at that time. That's all he was. And she went ballistic when Sinatra said, we want you to do us a favor. We wired your room with cameras, and we want you to have your way with Barbie. We're going to film it. Well, we didn't know what was going on. He got her pregnant, and he forced her to have an abortion because he already had kids with his wife, Ethel. Now, how could an attorney general? Well, she started screaming, I'm going to the press. I'm done with these Kennedys. You know, because John convinced her, I got to stay married to Jackie for 2 years. I'm a Catholic. After that, I'll divorce her and marry you. That's how naive she was. I came right back here and I told him, he said, they're going to kill her. That was the last Sunday in July. That Thursday, she was dead, August 4th. I'm going to give you a picture of the last photograph of Marilyn Monroe. And guess who's in the picture? Sinatra, me, Buddy Greco, who was playing the lounge there, and her. It's like insane. I have this picture. I have so many pictures of her. I took pictures. We'd walk in Central Park. She'd put a disguise or a wig on. She just liked common things. She hated being Marilyn Monroe, the sex symbol.